Sean Myers joined by the head coach of the Greensburg Central Catholic Centurion softball team, Mike Gaffney, after his team has qualified for the 2A playoffs. First off, Mike, congratulations. Really good regular season. You have just two losses in section play, 8-2 record. They both came against first place Sarah Catholic. How did you evaluate how your team performed throughout the regular season?
Overall, I thought we did pretty good. We ran into a buzzsaw the last game of the season. But overall, I thought we did very good. Having 7 returning starters from last year's team who went to the WPIAL semifinals and made it to the first round of states. The expectations weren't really high, but there was a lot of expected because, of course, you have 7 returning starters, one of which being Emma Henry. Overall it went well, but I'm very pleased with what happened. Yes.
Emma Henry is obviously a terrific player and the senior who's made a college commitment and one of the best pitchers in all of Westmoreland County. When you look at her, obviously she's put up some great numbers throughout her career. What maybe separates her from some of the other players?
Her mentality. She's not going to get beat. She's just got that bulldog mentality. Me and Coach Cattell say all the time. She just, give me the ball, I'm going to go. She just has it. And that's something that, something that a lot of kids, I don't know if that's something that you can achieve by hard work. It's just something that you have. She just is a will to win it, no matter what it costs. It's just very, very. We've been very fortunate to have her. Very fortunate to have her. She's gonna make Central Connecticut State better in one way or another, whether it's offense, defense, pitching or hitting. She's gonna make them a better team for sure.
She's obviously been a cornerstone piece, but who else has really impressed with their play this year?
Well, my senior catcher, Isabella Marquez, who's going to Malawish, has done a very good job. Of course, she's been starting us for a couple of years now. But if I had to pick somebody that's really stood out, I think Erica Rodriguez, sophomore. I mean, she's batting over 550, something like that. She's done very well. Also, Abby D, we found another pitcher, sophomore pitcher, that's done very good. But overall, I think our core players, Mackenzie Candy, Grace Kendall, they've stepped up. They've stepped up. We had a few surprises that we didn't expect having plus for us. But overall, we like I said, Sean, we had 7 returning starters, so we only need to fill 2 spots. So we've been very fortunate to have a team that we've had for the last couple of years, and hopefully the run can continue.
Second place finish in your section. As a result, you get the number 5 seed in this bracket. So looking at 2A as a whole, how do you evaluate the job the committee did with the seeds, and what did you anticipate getting?
Overall, I thought the committee did a very good job. I mean, I've said it all year, and I've told other coaches this. I said I think the best 2 teams in 2A are in the same section, the Shannock and Laurel. I mean, I think the Shannocks won probably, 30-some games in a row. I think they've 10, 15 run most of their opponents. They probably have double-digit shutouts. So they've set the bar last with what they did. Overall, with our seed, I mean, I thought it was okay. I mean, I think Sarah well deservingly. So they're a very, very good softball team. Charleroi, I know nothing about them, but you have to reward section champions, obviously, and obviously they had a good year too. So I think the committee did a very good job sitting where they belong, and I don't think you can go wrong with any of the top 4 or 5 teams because I think all of them have a legitimate chance to win.
I know once you get to this point of the season, you expect that every team that's in the postseason is going to obviously be a quality opponent. So you go against number 12 seed Bentworth. What will be key for you to have success and to move on in this postseason?
Same thing, pitching defense, pitching and defense wins games, but you got to hit. I mean, some of the games we had this year, especially Sarah, like the first time we played Sarah, we were down 6-5 in the top of the 7th inning, had, bases loaded with 1 out and didn't get it done. So, the pitching and defense is going to win mostly, but you got to get hits. You got to lay down that bunt. You got to get that RBI. You got to get, that hit when runners on base, because leaving runners on base in the playoffs is a bad formula.
3 teams make the state playoffs, so the vast majority of the teams in this field, when they lose, their season will end. And so how do you kind of balance the urgency that comes with these type of scenarios with your girls while not maybe making it bigger than it needs to be for them in terms of the pressure?
I think what we did last year would put us in a situation where we can accomplish. When you get to the playoffs, and I told the girls the day after we played Ellis, the playoffs, everybody is 0-0. Yes, the Shannock and Laurel are the top 2 teams, rightfully so. They've earned it. And the Shannock being the defending state champion. But, when you go to the playoffs, everybody is 0-0. So everybody has an opportunity to go. You have 12 or 13 quality teams that made the playoffs for a reason. So You just have to go out and you have to perform. You have to go out and perform. You got to minimize the errors and you got to score when you can. But obviously, in saying that, Sean, with the bar set high with the Shannock, we all know the Shannock's a very, very good team. But, we're willing to play anybody anytime and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, Mike, hopefully those chips fall in your favor in your first game and beyond. We appreciate you taking the time and good luck in the postseason.
Hey, thanks for all you do for high school sports. Talk to you soon.